What's going on, guys? This is Bossman Donnie. This channel here is going to be mainly focused on building up Barra for this XF over here. Factory mode is a 250 crossflow with a horrible carburetor. Choke stays on. This was just a temporary fix to get going, but that motor right there was out of a BA Falcon. Just a gas one, picked it up off Marketplace for $100. I'm planning to go through and strip this whole motor down and pair it with another one to build a motor that'll hopefully make 600 horsepower in a street car. That is a T56 gearbox which came out of the VY Commodore. That will be paired behind this motor, or whichever one I make out of the two of these ones. But this is the car it is going in. So hopefully, should be a rocket of a street car. It's also a factory column shifter, so I'm going to have to cut some holes through the floor for the shifter to come through, which is funky. But yeah, stay tuned for more. Alright, after a quick tear down, we've got the whole top and front off. See how it is. We've discovered pistons in all these from 1 to 5 are bad, except for 6. Go number 6. Anyway, there's a bench for everything we got. For the most part, it's all carbon built up in there, but relatively pretty good. The only problem was the engine was turning without the timing chain attached, because for some reason that bitch does not want to sit on properly. So yeah, but anyway, that's our progress so far for about 20 minutes of work.
Six months later.
It's been a little bit since I've done an update on the Falcon, but so far it is running on a brand new 350 Holly carburetor. That's about it really. Other than that, she's been driving around doing fine, trying to clean out the radiator, because if you can see there, it's pretty bad full of rust. And quick tip, if you're ever trying to get a rust out of the radiator, vinegar is your best friend. So yeah, keep that one in mind for next time. But anyway, that's been what I've been up to so far. I'm trying to get a new Visca sub for this because that's fucked. And yeah, just trying to get bits and pieces together for the barrel. Here's the brand new diff for the car. It is an LSD 389 gear, apparently. Taking it apart now to see how it is. And yeah, we'll get back to it. This one's out of an EF Falcon, and it's hopefully going to fit in this XF Falcon. So you can see right there, 389 diff. So yeah, looks like Marketplace is the way to go sometimes. They're all spinning in the same direction, which means it's a true LSD. The oil looks pretty fresh, which I'm surprised about. But yeah, so hopefully be a lot more better than the hopefully be better than the 277s in the non-LSD stock one. But yeah, plan of attack now is I'm gonna grab we will grab the disc brakes off this diff here. This is off a ED Falcon. The reason I'm not using this one's a LSD 327. The reason I'm not using this one is because it is a leaf spring, not a coil like the old one, which I made the mistake of when I bought this thing. This is why you check and don't get too excited. I'm gonna need those bolts. This is why you check and don't get too excited when you buy things, because sometimes it's not what you expect. But yeah, that's that. There's the Barra, all stripped apart. Got some new crow cams for it. So once we get the ball rolling, we'll start doing that. But for the meantime, we'll do the little bits and pieces here. That's about it. We've also got the tail shaft off the ED Falcon for that car there. So only if you run ED Falcon diffs, you're meant to run the drive shaft. Didn't hear anything on EFs. I know it's been done before once. There's a bloke on YouTube who's done the same thing on an XE, not an XF, but XE, XF, basic potato. So we're going to use that. But yeah, you're meant to be using the ED drive shaft and ED diff. I can't use the ED diff because it's a leaf sprung, not coil. So I'm going to have to hopefully use that drive shaft on this one. Hopefully it works. We'll find out once it's all together and working. So hopefully this should be a direct replacement in here to there. For what I read, you might need to fuck around with the handbrake cable or something, but cross that road when we get there. But yeah, hopefully this should be a good match for this, except for the transmission. Transmission's cooked. As I say, driving it down the freeway the other day was not fun. So it's always been a little bit funky, but I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It's probably better if I get a light in there. So if you were to switch into like first gear and try and run in first gear, it'll shift up itself. Sometimes you try to shift it while you're running up the gears just to get a bit of speed. It won't build up. Like it won't shift at all. So you'll put it in first, start the second, and as soon as you get in second, it's still holding first. And you have to let go of the throttle for it to actually shift into second. Then you get in the drive and it will sometimes go in or sometimes hold the RPM. So yeah, transmission, I reckon, is on its way out. Also didn't help that on Easter weekend I was trying to take it out on a long drive, and transmission cooler, you can still see liquid down there. That bottom line there ended up spewing everywhere. I think there's still a puddle. Yep, there is still a puddle there. So I've dealt with that, so hopefully it shouldn't leak, but we also haven't tried it either. So yeah, fun little update.